All right, we are back here on Titans Talk, talking Marcus Mariota a lot tonight because he was a huge factor in Sunday's loss in San Diego, both on the positive side. Season high 313 yards, 3 touchdown passes, a highlight reel, 14-yard touchdown run in which he leaps and stretches out, hitting the pylon with the ball for the touchdown. But then there was also the bad as well. 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble, 2 of those returned for touchdowns. Chargers get 17 points in all off of the miscues, and they win the game 43-35. Mariota the great, Mariota the mistake on Sunday. Before the break, I told you, though, if you look at Mariota through 21 games, remember, he is just 23 years of age as of a week ago yesterday. 23 years old, 21 games as a starter in the NFL because he missed 4 games last season. If you look at the numbers, Mariota has thrown 36 touchdown passes against 18 interceptions in that time. Now compare those numbers to some of the other good young quarterbacks in the league. Who are some of the top names when you talk about the good young quarterbacks? I'm not talking Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady or Drew Brees, those established guys, but the young guys through a similar body of work. Let's say Andrew Luck. I mean, Jameis Winston was the #1 overall pick last year ahead of Mariota. You've got Derek Carr in Oakland, the great job he's done with that team, which is in first place in the AFC West, just roughed up the Super Bowl champion Broncos last night on Sunday Night Football. How about we start there? I mean, those are the other, good young quarterbacks, right? So Marcus Mariota through 21 games, his first 21 games of his career, has thrown 36 touchdown passes and has had 18 interceptions. How about Andrew Luck, rival in the division? Andrew Luck, through his first 21 games of his career, threw 30 touchdown passes and 20 interceptions. So Andrew Luck, who a lot of people think is the best young quarterback in football, if you could pick one, he was the best prospect since Elway. If you could pick one young quarterback to build your franchise around, a lot of people say it would be Andrew Luck. And I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying when you look at the numbers through 21 games to start their careers, Luck's thrown 30 touchdowns, 20 interceptions. Mariota up to now, 36 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. That compares pretty favorably, right? How about Derek Carr? Maybe the hottest young quarterback in football this year because of how good his team is. He has some great receiving weapons, by the way, in Amari Cooper and Michael Crabtree. Derek Carr, 29 touchdowns through his first 21 games, 15 interceptions. Very good touchdown to interception ratio, similar to Mariota. A little bit of shade under 2-1, which is where Mariota sits. But Mariota, 38 touchdowns, Carr 29. And Carr's got the better weapons. How about Jameis Winston, the guy who was #1 overall pick, ahead of Marcus Mariota? Jameis has 31 touchdown passes through his first 21 games. That actually goes back a few games because he wasn't hurt last year. But go back a few games to his first 21 games. Jameis has 31 touchdowns and I think 23 interceptions. Again, Mariota, much better touchdown to interception ratio and more overall touchdowns. And look, the complaint would be the turnovers, right? The complaint would be what we saw yesterday. They've been memorable because they've come in costly times. And that hurts, and he's got to clean it up. He would be the first one to admit it. But the overall numbers, when you compare Mariota to other quarterbacks around the NFL, his body of work on what has been a bad team up until this year. I mean, last year they were terrible. He's performed well. He has looked good. He has put up the numbers. better numbers than the comparable guys. And we said it before the break. Peyton Manning, arguably the greatest quarterback in NFL history, at least by the numbers in the regular season. Threw what, 28 interceptions in his first year? I mean, that is Marcus Mariota when you compare him to everybody else. The numbers don't lie. He is a great talent. And yes, he's made mistakes. They're mistakes he's got to fix and clean up. But when you look at those overall numbers, it's easy to see why the Titans are so gung-ho about this guy and believe he is absolutely the future. At just 23 years of age, there should be a lot of really good years in front of him and then in front of this team, because the quarterback position is the most important position in football. And right now, they've shored up the offensive line to protect him. They get him a few more weapons. I think this offense has the potential to be really good. All right, we got to take a break. We will come back. We'll get to some highlights from yesterday. We'll get to some reaction from yesterday. We'll break down that game in particular as well. Plus more phone calls if you'd like. 737-7767 is the number. Stay tuned. This is Titans Talk here on News Channel 5+.